Koraidon EX is another one of the flagship cards in the Scarlet and Violet set, being one of the poster child legendaries. Koraidon EX has an ability, Dino Cry. Once during your turn, you may attach up to 2 basic fighting energy cards from your discard pile to your basic fighting Pokemon in any way you like. If you use this ability, your turn will end. And it also has the attacked Wild Impact for 2 fighting and a single colorless energy that does 220 damage. Hi, my name is Rahul Reddy, and today we're going to be looking at a video about Koraidon EX. The Japanese YouTube channel has come across early and premiering some of these new decks before the Scarlet and Violet release on January 20th. So today we're going to see a deck from Koraidon EX paired with Great Tusk EX, and there will be a deck list at the end. If you guys enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. And so we're going to jump right into the deck and watch the video together. So we're going to go ahead and see the Japanese YouTube channel talk about this deck and their take on the deck. We're going to kind of watch the video together, kind of look at a gameplay review, and I will show you guys my analysis and whatever ahead of time. So we're going to see these sleeves. I like the matching sleeves that they always do. These are the Palkia Giratina Dialga sleeves, and we've got the Koraidon sleeves over here. Koraidon is the legendary Scarlet, Miraidon's the one from RCS. I'll have the Miraidon video up here somewhere, by the way, if you guys want to watch that as well. I will now have both on the channel. We're going to go ahead and see an Ultra Ball. I'm curious to see what fighting type. That's actually an insane Ultra Ball. 2 fightings in the discard on turn 1 before your opponent even gets to make a move. Means that you can accelerate the 2 energy instantly, and this Koraidon is already set up for attacking next turn. Going second, it's not as strong, but you still get to accelerate onto your board, so maybe it's really, really good. And we're going to see a second Koraidon get pulled out. A Shoes, keeping the card, attaching for turn. And we're going to see the ability, just accelerating 2 to the bench. Okay, so I want to see what kind of cards, other cards they play, like Gutsy Pickaxe, maybe Grant, stuff like that to kind of power up the Koraidon or do more damage. There's a Nest Ball. Keep in mind the Quick Ball is no longer in the format at rotation. We're just in the Nest Ball pulling out the Palkia. No more Inteleon Engine either, so it's a little bit depressing. We're going to see a Bidoof going into the Bibera line, so a new draw engine to supplement what we've had so far, and attached with a Choice Belt and a Research for 7. We're going to see the Scarlet Research. You guys will have the Scarlet or Violet Professor Research, Turo Orsada. We're going to see 7 and just a pass. We're going to see a Research as well from this side. Discarding a Grant, there is a choice or a pop pad to recycle the Grant. Grant does plus 30 damage, and it's like discard 2 from your hand and put it back into your hand for fighting type Pokemon specifically. So you can kind of ramp this 230 into a 260 with Choice Belt 290, one-shotting almost any V-Star Pokemon in the game. With 290 and then, I don't know, a little bit of modifiers, maybe the Hawlucha, you can get a 310 somehow. Don't really know how you would without that anymore. Shoes again, we're going to keep the card. Gutsy Pickaxe, look at the top card. If it's an energy attached to one of your Pokemon, if not, draw it. So it's a free draw. So now we've got 5 energy on our board, turn 2 before our opponent even gets to play the game. That's crazy. Now we're going to just take a free 2 prizes here with Koraidon's Dino, or I don't know what the attack's actually called. I totally forgot. I know we just talked about it. We're going to take 2 prizes here, and here comes a Palkia. Now this Palkia is not going to do too much, unfortunately, even though there's the V-Star, because there's no bench. And as far as Choice Belt works, it doesn't work on EXs, I believe. So that damage is also going to be mitigated. We do see a Palkia, which is really, really good, or not Palkia, Ice Rider here, which does have the potential to one-shot the Koraidons with Max Lance. We're going to see a Nest Ball as well, pulling out a second Palkia. And we're going to go ahead and see 140 damage. No Choice Belt math, like I was sure. No EX Pokemon take damage from Choice Belts. So that's a huge nerf to Choice Belt actually moving forward. I'm surprised they didn't errata it into EXs as well, but I guess that's the world we live in. Damage comes through. Illuminion for the boss's orders, probably. We're going to get an Arven. Arven gets a tool, I believe, and a tool and a Pokemon, or an item, tool and an item. So we're going to see a Forest Seal Stone and a Switch Cart attach. Switch Cart healing 30. Just keeping our Koraidons alive. The Forest Seal Stone, the Galarian Breastplate, I think is minus 30 damage to fighting type Pokemon. So we're playing a defensive build, and we're gonna go ahead and just see the knockout. I don't really know why this is attached this turn if we're not using it, by the way, because Palkia can very easily one-shot this Luminion and take 2 prizes, and now you've lost a Forest Seal Stone as well. I don't know if we needed the Arven there. I feel like we could have just bossed up the bench Palkia and one-shot it, or bench Kyurem and gotten rid of our biggest threat on the board. We're going to see Ice Rider. We're going to see the Ice Rider VMAX come through. But I feel like we could have just knocked it out. We're going to see the draw. We're going to see Greninja as well. Draw 2. Setting up our board. Water Box still seems very, very strong. Like our Water as an archetype. Luminion coming through, grabbing a boss's orders. See, it's such a free knockout on the Luminion. What? That's not a Luminion. I mean, I guess this is fine to take 2. But I think like this Ice Rider should just clean up the game, right? You come in with the Palkia, you take the 2 on Luminion. Koraidon's best case scenario is a boss here. If they boss the Palkia, you V-Star shuffle the Luminion back in, and then you can just go Ice Rider game, effectively. Like, this Ice Rider will just win the game for you, I think, it's how you're supposed to do this here. We're going to see the V-Star, and we're going to see the knockouts. I'm surprised we left the Forest Seal Stone in play. I feel like that's not good. We're going to see the Ultra Ball come through, grabbing a Great Tusk EX. Great Tusk does 40 damage, discard a Stay in play, I believe, and then 250 and 52 itself. 250 is a lot of damage with a Choice Belt here. It does one-shot a lot of things in the format as well, and the Grant also gives it perfect numbers. So we're going to set up the Great Tusk, or beginning to set up the Great Tusk. Serena up the Palkia again. Again, you probably want to go to the guy who can shuffle himself back in, and we're going to go see the knockout here from our hero. So now we're going to see the Ice Rider come through, which will take the one-shot here. If they would like. I mean, the Ice Rider is just an absolutely broken card in this metagame, it feels like. Yes, you don't have a Ranger anymore to kind of mitigate into Palkia attacks, but it still seems really good. So we're going to go ahead and see 4. I think you always attach active here, because you're going to have to discard 2 to take the knockout here, and basically you just need to attach 1 more time to win the game next turn, so you always attach active here. By the way, the Greninja should be, like, this attachment of Greninja should always be on the active, I think. Because you can only discard up to 2. The boss coming through once again, this time Luminion. Perfect. That's good. We wanted to kill the Luminion here. 250 comes through. Again, a misattach, I think, it might cost our player on the left the game. Luminion goes down. The Forest Seal Stone is also gone. So that ability is no longer available. We're going to go ahead and see Serena up on the Luminion to end the game. So it doesn't change the outcome. I actually don't like that boss, maybe, because we just take out the threat with the energies on it. No, we can't kill it because the breastplate. So 260 minus 30 means we do 250 minus 30, so only 220. So we're 10 short of a knockout here. But I guess Luminion never came into play, but still. So we're going to see the boss knockout here and taking the 2 prizes and ending the game. So a lot of weird, sussy decisions, but here's the list here. Radiant Hawlucha giving us plus 30 damage to deal with VMAXs. A good addition, I think, for sure, because I don't think there's any better Radiants. Diancie is kind of cute because that means our guys in the bench can't get bossed while we're setting up our board with the pickaxes and just using Koraidon's ability. I actually really like that combination because you can go into Diancie early, protect your bench, and then you can freely use Koraidon's ability to set up your board. And you're just giving up a 1 prizer, and then you have all these big beefy 2 prizers to come in, especially with the Galarian Breastplate, the Gutsy Pickaxes, the Grants to just do additional damage as we're moving forward. A lot of weird items choices here. I don't know if Pokestop is necessarily better than something else. We still have Energy Search in the format. I'm surprised we're not playing that. There's got to be some other ways to discard energy that's good in this kind of a deck, but I really actually like this base. Like, I'm actually pleasantly surprised by the base of this list. And I actually think there's a lot of potential for a deck that can be built around, like, Diancie into Koraidon, especially if you just, like, max Diancies, maybe play some switch cards like they are right now here in this deck, just get to it with the Nest Balls. Like, I don't know, this is a cool deck. Obviously not as good as Miraidon. Miraidon's absolutely broken, but Koraidon does have a lot of potential. But thank you guys for watching, as always. I appreciate you guys supporting me, and leave a comment down below what you're excited about, and we'll have some more videos later this week. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Peace out.